Gordon Chang was right. The virus of freedom could well spread into China. Here's hoping. Well, speaking of tweets, the tweeter-in-chief threw a few bombshells, rhetorical bombshells, into the mix. Let me quote Trump. "I know President Xi of China very well. He is a great leader who very much has the respect of his people." I can't say that without chuckling. "He is also a good man in a tough business." You know, it's tough being a dictator. No one thinks about how tough it is. And then look at this. "I have zero doubt that if President Xi wants to quickly and humanely solve the Hong Kong problem, he can do it." Personal meeting? Wow. Look at that. It's like how he used Twitter to box in Kim Jong-un. Flattery and praise, but just coming out and saying pretty clearly, don't touch those protesters violently. Got to be humane. And then Trump followed up a day later. He said this: "If President Xi would meet directly and personally with the protesters, there would be a happy and enlightened ending to the Hong Kong problem. I have no doubt." I love his use of enlightened. That has a Chinese feeling to that word. Now, I don't know what the likelihood of Xi meeting with the protesters is. I'd say it's about 1 in a billion gazillion. Probably not that high. It's literally impossible. Imagine the precedent that would set in China. If you protested against the dictator, that the dictator might actually give you a meeting in return. Imagine what that would do across China, from Tibet to the Uyghur homeland of Xinjiang, to people upset with mere corruption and police abuse, to just plain old people who want freedom. No, Trump was making an impossible suggestion, but it put Xi on the spot, didn't it? All the while, Trump's smart. He's smarter than you think. He's jacking up tariffs on Chinese products by hundreds of billions of dollars. I think China's actually on the verge of its first recession in a generation. They're terrified. They're running out of foreign currency reserves. Factories are actually leaving China so they don't have to pay Trump's tariffs. Trump is jubilant about it. He brags about it. Here's another Trump tweet. "If they don't get this trade deal with the U.S. done, China could have its first recession or worse in years." There's disinvestment in China right now. Disinvestment. And what does China have in return? How's China going to fight back? Well, other than with more propaganda in their schools, here's the big plan, again, according to the Global Times. They say, if China plays the card of the holiday economy to hit back on the U.S. in the trade war, Americans may have an unforgettable Christmas this year with price hikes for Christmas trees, plastic reindeer, glittery wreaths, and even Bibles. Yeah, that's not quite as scary as I think they think it is. I mean, either plastic Christmas ornaments and other junk will be $1 more expensive at the dollar store, or Americans will just have to make those little trinkets in America. I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying, come on. I don't think that's going to bring America to its knees. What a showdown we see here. Trump is winning economically, politically, and who knows, maybe he is planting the seed of democracy in China. He's not planting it. That's too active. But I mean, it's already planted. 2 million Hong Kongese planted it there. But Trump isn't encouraging it, as leaders of the West are supposed to do. Last pair of Trump tweets, I promise. Look at this. Good things were stated on the call with China the other day. They are eating the tariffs with the devaluation of their currency and pouring money into their system. The American consumer is fine with or without the September date, but much good will come from the short deferral to December. It actually helps China more than us, but will be reciprocated. Millions of jobs are being lost in China to other non-tariffed countries. And then look at this. Thousands of companies are leaving. Of course China wants to make a deal. Let them work humanely with Hong Kong first. Wow. I think what that means is Donald Trump's actually saying, I mean, you saw it for yourself, that he wants China to be humane. He's using that word. I guess that has a special meaning in China. He wants China to be humane with Hong Kong before he does any trade deal with them. Humanity first, civil rights first, trade deal second. Hang on. Aren't the woke leftists supposed to be the ones who care about human rights and put principles first? Yet it's Trump who did, not Merkel or Trudeau. Trump, who cares about freedom for Hong Kongese. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe his moral pressure will do more for freedom than all the costly wars of the past 20 years. That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest. And then I end by reading my hate mail, but you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.